Hey Student Success, this is your video for week 3 of the semester, which runs from February 1st through the 7th. I've enjoyed reading your posts and looking through your assignments, so hopefully now that we're into week 3, you are even more comfortable with Blackboard and reaching out if you need help. So before I go into week 3, just two quick things. Just a reminder, in the lessons area, you have your student workshop assignment. Now this document right here will open up and it will show you every single workshop that's being offered at the college. Now you're an 8-week course, so you are limited through what is going on in January, February, and then up through spring break, March, because after spring break, our second 8-week session starts and this will be done. So there's like a break right there you can see. So please make sure you get in there and look. Those are just the listings. If you want to actually register, you have to go to your MyStark State Academic Support tab where it says Student Success Workshops, and you'll be able to register from there. If you are looking to do the Student Leadership Academy instead, that's another option. The directions to do that are right here. Even if you missed it, you can still register because there are 8 sessions, and so you can still attend a few sessions even if you missed that January 25th start date. But remember, you need to complete that. You have until the end of our semester, which is only 8 weeks. So you only have a few more weeks left. I know a couple of you have actually already submitted them, so that was nice to see. The second thing I wanted to preface my video with is I apologize. This might be a little lengthy because week 3 of the semester, there is quite a bit to do. And so I'm going to be doing a lot of moving around and clicking and getting into a bunch of different things. So I do apologize for that. And feel free to pause and replay and reach out if you need anything. All right, so I'm going to scroll down. We are in week 3. So week 3 talks about, chapter 12 is kind of the concept for the chapter, and it revolves around career services exploration. And you can see there are a slew of assignments. This is one of our busier weeks. And the reason it's all here is because they all focus on kind of similar ideas. So the class coordinator decided to keep it all together, even though it made for a little bit of a hectic week. So just real quickly, I'll pull up, if you go into your materials folder, you see there's going to be just a lot in here, but chapter 12 in general talks about taking control of your future. So it basically applies to everyone in this class because you are all here because you want to get a degree or a certificate or move toward progressing toward that degree. So now where you might be is different because I said some of you are high school students, some of you are first semester, some of you are a little bit further on, some of you are already in your career and maybe trying to change careers. So it really just it depends on where you are. So that's where you can still kind of go over here and look. Okay, maybe you're not sure at all what you want to do. So you can look at the career exploration part, If you haven't chosen a major because you're a CCP student or you're undeclared, choosing your major, or maybe you're a little bit further. And so you want to talk about more how to develop your career, how to network. Maybe you're getting your resume ready and you're thinking about interviews. So again, this all just depends where you are, but I think every single one of you can find somewhere in here that you lie on this spectrum of career kind of planning in your career path. So pay attention, kind of click around and see, networking is important no matter where you are in your path, getting to know people, kind of making those connections. So there's lots of information in this chapter, and I really do encourage you to explore the pieces that are most relevant to you right now and where you are in your academic and your professional path. So I won't go through all of those because a lot of what we're going to talk about right now hits on a couple of these different areas, but I encourage you to go in and click on what really does apply to you. Okay, so you can see there are just a lot of materials in here. I'm actually going to go to the assignment folder, and I said I'm going to have to be bouncing around a little bit, so I do apologize for that. So in our assignment folder, there's your objectives. Here are all your assignments. So I am going to first go into this one because this is going to connect to your discussion that's due this week. So when you click in here, Exploring Educational Pathways to a Career, here is a quick video on Career Coach. And you'll go in, it's a little under 4 minutes long. It's going to show you how Career Coach works, but for our purposes, I'm going to go ahead and just go right to Career Coach right now. So I'm at the Stark State website. You can see like there's our homepage. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to click on Career Coach. Okay, now you eventually are actually going to take a career assessment, but for this particular part of our week, I'm going to go right here to Browse Careers, and I'm just going to pick physical therapy, just kind of pulling a random career out, and you can see I've got results, and I'm going to click on what is closest to what I want to go into, so I'm just going to say, a PTA. Okay, so here I have my main page here for PTAs. Again, I did that by going to the Stark State homepage, going all the way to the bottom, clicking on Career Coach, and I searched under my careers. So let me go back here. And this video right here walks you through Career Coach if you wanted to kind of watch that in addition. So now that I have kind of that page pulled up and ready, I can go ahead and pull up this assignment, Exploring Educational Pathways to a Career. I'm going to pull this assignment up.
Picking a degree is so stressful.
It's going to talk to you.
It's easy to find out what degrees the college offers. Visit the Stark State website and select the academic page.
So
or look at the material.
I'm going to click on that just to kind of show you what they're referring to, their academic page. This is where you would get information about your particular career path. Now, again, if you're undecided, this might be a time for you to kind of look and see what is calling to you or what is interesting to you. So once you get to this page, let's say I'm going to stick with, because I'm physical therapy, I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to go into health. You're going to find whatever field yours fits into. Okay, so health is a really large field, and it's going to go like, here's in general what health does. And it's going to say, hey, consider all these different areas. But eventually I'm going to get down here, and there's my physical therapy. So I'm going to click on that. Okay, because I'm going to use this for part of my assignment as well. So again, I got to that by clicking just right here. You can get to it from the Stark State homepage as well, but it's already kind of embedded into our assignment. So I have that pulled up with my specific career, physical therapy assistant, because I'm keeping that consistent with what's over here in Career Coach. Okay, now that I have that, I'm going to go next. And here's again another little video. It's embedded already in your materials folder if you wanted to rewatch that. I'm going to go from here. And this is where it says, hey, go into Career Coach, which we are already in Career Coach right here behind. All right. There's a little introduction to Career Coach if you're interested in watching that, to show you a little bit about what Career Coach is. And then eventually we get to the assignment itself. Now it says you're actually going to research 2 careers. So, and this is what I mean. You're going to have academic choice 1 and then choice 2. So choice 1, I recommend that being your actual career. So if your physical therapy assistant is your actual career, that's what you're going to plug in career choice 1. For career choice 2, maybe you're undecided, so you're looking at 2 different options. Maybe you're 100% decided and you just want to look at one for fun, or maybe you are just going to look at one that's kind of connected. So physical therapy, and I'm going to look at occupational therapy because they're a little bit related. So that's up to you how you make those decisions. What you're going to do once you're here, you're going to find out this information. Well, that information is, let me go back to as I said, I've got so many things pulled up right now. Here we go. All right, so once I'm back in that page, I'm going to click on courses, and we have some PDFs. If you're full-time or part-time, it's going to have the same information on it. It's going to be organized in a different way. All right, so here is my information. And so according to Career Coach, my educational pathways to a career, I need to know the division, which right here, health and public services. So that's what I would type in right here. My degree, I'm an associate of applied science. My major, physical therapy assistant. My program requirements. Okay, you can see there's a lot of classes. You do not need to list every single class by any means. What you do need to list is just, okay, I have to take 67 credits. If yours has any kind of, I need to have a C in all my technical courses. That's a requirement. So you can mark that down. Some of your majors might have some licensure or, exams you have to take. So you do not have to get in depth right there. Just keep it simple. How many credits? Maybe if there's a GPA requirement, maybe if there's an exam of some sort. Okay, so all that information comes from this right here. And again, as a reminder, I got there because I clicked on that little link inside the assignment, which brought me to this big overview page where it has all of the kind of communities there. And I clicked in, and these are all set up in a similar way. Like I'll show you. Let's say I didn't go into this and I wanted to go into engineering. It's still going to be set up in a very similar fashion. I would scroll down, has all the general information, including like who I contact if I have questions. I scroll down and there's the specific majors inside. I click on one and there's that courses. So same thing. It doesn't matter what you go into. Those are all set up in a very similar way to help you find it. The division, the degree, the major, and then your requirements, how many credits and so on you need. Okay, so that's the first part. On the second part, right under here, this is where you're going to use that career coach. So I'm going to go back to career coach, which I already had up and running behind just to make it easier to access. And it wants to know the job or career. So that's where I would type in, PTA, physical therapy assistant. My average salary, well, right there, right away, that's what it tells me, my average salary. My job postings. Okay, well, if I wanted to know about job postings, I would just go over to live job postings. And I would just kind of maybe jot down a couple. Oh, it looks like Alpine House is hiring. Stark Parks is hiring. So just a couple of those. You do not have to write down every single one. And then qualifications. So I'm going to go over to about, because it's going to tell me a little bit about this field. And it's going to tell me right here, like, all right, it looks like I'm going to have an associate degree for sure, possibly a bachelor's degree. And here are some skills I need to know, skills I need to have. So that's what that means by qualifications. Again, you do not have to write a ton in here, just a couple things. Once you do that, you will click next, so submit, it'll all be in there. You'll hit submit, then it'll have career choice 2. So you're going to do the same thing with a second career choice. And the reason it's set up this way is because we do have students who are undecided or might be changing majors, or CCP students who are still exploring. And so it gives you the option to look at a second career. So again, that's where maybe you would think, okay, well, I'm currently going into, PTA. Maybe I want to also look at like maybe a nursing assistant or an RN, or you just want to look at something for fun. You choose your second career choice. Okay, so give me a second to get back out of here. There we go. That is the Exploring Educational Pathways to a Career. You're going to have that done by Wednesday, February 3rd, because what you explore in there, you're going to use for your discussion forum. So your discussion forum for week 3 attendance is due by Wednesday the 3rd as well. So after you complete that assignment right here, you are going to post your discussion forum. It says, discuss your findings from the assignment. Talk about the assignment above. Which degrees or majors did you choose? And what did you find interesting or surprising? So you could say, I chose PTA and culinary. I don't know. I'm going into physical therapy assistant, but I was surprised to find out how much money I could make. Or so just talk about what you found. What was information that was new or surprising? Or maybe you were already well researched and you can tell us that too. So that's what you'll do for the discussion boards. That's why these two are together. So you'll respond after you completed that educational pathways to a career, and then make sure you responded to classmates by Sunday. All right, so that is the first kind of grouping of assignments, your Exploring Educational Pathways to a Career and the actual form that goes with it. Okay, moving on. These next 2 assignments go together very well. So the MAP assignment and the Program Advisor Information assignment. So for this, Firefox is the preferred browser. So if you don't have Firefox, if you don't mind downloading it just for this use, because I will tell you from experience of the last several semesters doing this does not work in Chrome. It does not work in Microsoft Edge. If you have a Mac, it is not going to work in a Mac. It's very finicky. So if you have a problem, what I've had students do is take screenshots, and they've sent me a screenshot if they don't have a Firefox browser or don't want to download it. So I'm going to go ahead and get to my Firefox. So I've got into my Stark State. I'm in my Stark State, and from my Stark State, I'm going to go to the My Stuff tab. I'm going to scroll down a little bit to where it says Map, My Academic Plan. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to open this. And years ago, my brother gave me permission to use his as an example, so you are seeing my brother who has graduated several years ago now. But this is what your map page is going to look like also. So what's nice is if you haven't seen this before, it's a nice advising tool. So you want to double check, make sure everything is correct about this. You know, it has your name, has your advisor and your advisor's email. Make sure all your degree and major information is correct. And then it's going to have your test scores and then all of the classes that you have taken, need to take, are currently taking. So it's kind of helpful again for that advising piece. So what you're going to do once you get here, you are going to click over here where it says save as a PDF. You're going to click that, and this is where the Firefox browser comes in handy. If you do not have Firefox, this is going to give you some problems, because even if it looks like, if you're in Chrome and it looks like it's working, it's not going to save right. I've done this for multiple semesters now, and Firefox really is the only browser that does this properly for some reason. All right, so once you hit save as a PDF, over here, I'm going to go to this little folder that says download. And it's like, okay, save file. Yep, I'm going to do that. I hit OK. And then I'm going to pull up my files, and it's saved to my downloads. There it is, right there. I just saved it. And if I want, I would rename it. I'd right-click on it and rename it with my name or whatnot, and then maybe even move it to my desktop or another file so I know where it is. Once you've done that, you'll have to go back into your Blackboard, or maybe you opened up Blackboard in Firefox, whatever works. Click into your map assignment, and you will browse your files. Mine is still saved in my download, so I'll click on that, hit open, and there it is, and you'll hit submit. Okay, so that is the map page. Okay. Now, this one goes with it just easily. This one, after you found your map, you're going to get all the answers to this one from your map page. So you'll click right here. You can see the files right here, the doc page, and it's going to open up into this right here. All of your information is on your map page, so you might want to like toggle back and forth if you need to. What degree is listed in your profile? Well, right there, degree. I would type that in. What major is listed in your profile? Major, right underneath that. What is your catalog year? This is usually the one that's tricky to find because it's so small. I'm going to scroll down. Catalog year over here on the side. As I mentioned, this was my brother, so 2013, 2014 was his. Yours should say something like 2020 to 2021 or 20, whatever your catalog year is. And then finally, it is going to say who's the academic advisor, which is back up at the top, right there. Okay, so once you have done that, save this either as a Microsoft Word document, or if you like to save it as a PDF, go back into Blackboard, click on the assignment, and again, browse, find it, and upload. So those are two assignments that go together, your map and your program advisor. Okay, we're getting there. Last one, and it's a three-parter. I apologize. It's a three-parter. This is your career services assignment. It is worth 30 points, so please don't skip this. Please make sure you follow the instructions carefully because this is one of the larger assignments. Not many of our assignments in our class are worth 30 points. So here are the directions. It opens up in a PDF, and here they are. So it says here, these are the three parts that you're going to take. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take an assessment on Career Coach. Well, we were already in Career Coach. So you can go back to your Career Coach if you left it up. If you didn't leave it up, they give you the link to it right there. You can, click on it right from there. I'm going to go back because I want that up. But if you're here, click on assessment. And you are going to take the 60 question assessment. And before you like, oh, are you kidding me? 60 questions? Look how quick these go. You would like to build kitchen cabinets. I don't like to do that, so I'm going to hit disagree. I'm going to disagree. So you're going to go through and, click agree or disagree. So that's why it's really not that terrible. It's not going to take you very long. For our purposes, I'm going to go back to the assessment, maybe, and I'm going to take the 6 question one, simply because I want to be able to show you what the results looks like. Again, you are going to, and I'm really just clicking, please don't do what I'm doing. I'm literally just clicking through to get through. You're going to take the 60 question one, but I want to show you what the results look like. All right, so let's say you have taken your survey. You are going to get your results. Oh my goodness, I apologize for clicking around too much. You're going to get your results. Here they are. Either save or download. I'm going to have you download those full results. Okay, you're going to hit download, and you'll see the bottom corner. I love technology. Let's try it one more time. There we go. Here are my results, and you can see like I have my kind of traits, my job categories, my career matches, and then it goes into more depth about my traits. So that's really nice. And this is where you would come up here, download it, maybe save it to your desktop, whatever the case is. Make sure that you have access to it. In the actual area here, you can click and see, okay, your top matches. Oh, I matched with this. I would click there, and I could go through, and I can interact with my results. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do, as I said, is you're taking the 60 questions, download the results, and you're going to submit those. But wait, because you're actually submitting 2 PDFs. That's the first PDF. Remember, this is 3 parts. That's the first part. The second part is to go to this website, Skills to Succeed Academy, and create an account. It is free. Here is the access code. Make sure you don't include the period if you copy and paste. There's the access code. And it's going to open up into this Skills to Succeed Academy. And you're going to have this logged in so that you can use this for the next part. Okay. So once you're in here and you've already logged in and create an account, you're going to watch the video, the career exploration, career services video, which is right here, the workshop video. So it's right above. It's almost 40 minutes. Again, I know this is a lot of work, and that's why this is a 30-point assignment. So you're going to watch that video, and that's the third part of it. Blackboard is going to give me like a receipt, so to speak. It's going to say, hey, they watched it one time through, check. So you got to make sure you watch it one time through with the volume on. If you turn the volume off, it won't register. So that is part 3. While you're in here, in your Skills to Succeed, it'll tell you, okay, while you're watching the video, it'll say, okay, pause, and you're either going to do option 1, find your future. Again, this is in that Skills to Succeed area. Find your future. This is for those of you who are undecided, or maybe you're a CCP student, or maybe you already know what you're doing, so you're going to get some experience. So you're going to click on whatever one kind of fits where you are with your particular career path, and it's going to go through, see there's like a little video. It's going to walk you through some like modules. Eventually, when you finish whatever module, you don't have to do both. You are not doing, oh my, sorry again. You are not doing both of those. I'm going to start closing stuff because I'm sure I'm confusing you guys by now. Once you click through here, you're not doing both of those options, option 1 or 2. You'll eventually be able to click on progress, email progress. I would email that to yourself, save it, and that is the second PDF. Okay. So remember, I'll just open up a new one. There we go. So you are going to do either option 1 or option 2, and it's going to take you through a module system, and then you're going to get into that progress, email your progress, save it. Then get back into Career Services assignment. You are submitting 2 files, and I can submit 2. Okay, so I'm just going to submit like that. I submit 2 of them. Hit open, there they both are. You are submitting your career results, and then you're submitting your Skills to Succeed Academy progress. Those are the 2 things you are completing. If you only upload one, it's probably not going to let you go back in and upload the other. So you have to upload them at the same time. If you accidentally upload one and submit it, you need to go back. You can always email me the second file. Remember, the third part is simply just watching that video, and then I will get notification that you did it. Okay? So please make sure you do all 3 parts. Read these directions carefully so you make sure you don't miss any easy points. Okay? Whew. All right. Week 3 is always very complicated. So I hope this video helped more than confused. I will have this all written out in your announcements. Just please ask if you have any questions. Make sure you reach out and ask. I'm happy to, set up a call, set up a Collaborate or a Zoom session, whatever you need. So again, here are all your assignments. You have to complete this in order to respond in your forum. Your forum is due by the 3rd, which also means you're going to have to complete this one by the 3rd. Respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. And then the rest of these assignments, including all 3 parts of this, are due Sunday. If you have any questions, please, please, please reach out. Let me know. Have a great week. Bye.